Oh, yo, I had to go live, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to go live. This shit crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy. Hopefully, I get some people to come in the room. I just saw this live with IBFP and who else was talking about it? T Street Controversy. Shout out to them. I'm subscribed to their channels. But like I said, man, the only motherfuckers that are talking about this glove gate theory are YouTube people. That's it. So that means this shit ain't taken seriously. The Nevada State Athletic Commission ain't talking about it. Deontay Wilder's team ain't talking about it. Kenny Bates ain't talking about it. Anybody involved and it was there at the fight ain't talking about no motherfucking gloves. Only people on YouTube, man. Yeah, like I said, man, it's so funny that these people, these Wildcat fans, who like I said, don't come to the fights. They're never at the fights. They only exist online. They want to make these claims because Deontay got his ass whooped, got mollywopped. This wasn't an issue the first fight at all. This was not an issue. It was a draw. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that this whole glove, I'm gonna break down the glove thing in a minute because the reason why people are saying, well, first of all, the whole glove thing about it being exposed is a disadvantage, not an advantage. You get more prone to injury when your hand is exposed and your fingers are exposed, as opposed to them being covered up. That's how illogical and retarded these motherfuckers think and they are. And the fact that you got people who claim they boxed or whatever, either they are lying or there's some whack ass boxers. You know what I'm saying? That don't know what the fuck they talk about. Because I laced up gloves many times. Anybody will tell you, you put your hand out like that and exposed, you know what I'm saying? You get so many injuries and you can only actually you basically when you try to strike, when you try to hit somebody, you're gonna get injured more than the person that you're hitting. And you only do it like just basically one way. And the one way is actually illegal because you're not supposed to hit anybody inside of the glove. You know what I'm saying? So these dudes is clowns, attention seekers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody coming into the room. My channel is very small compared to my main channel. But, anybody to come into the room, hit that like button. Another thing, right? Another thing is this dude, Young Pharaoh. Now, anybody who followed me on my main channel, you guys know that I was a part of the so-called contest community, where to the point where I was promoting events. I was promoting screenings, lectures, stuff like that that's in the contest community, right? And anybody that's not familiar, because I know a lot of the people in the boxing circles are not familiar with Young Pharaoh. I am. I'm very familiar with him. You know what I'm saying? Young Pharaoh is a very, he is I would call him a rebel. You know what I'm saying? I would call him a pseudo scholar. He has a large following because of his delivery and his charisma. You know what I'm saying? He sounds convincing to weak-minded motherfuckers, weak-minded people. That's what he sounds convincing. And at one point I was enthralled by him in terms of his information. You know what I'm saying? In the contest community, he would talk about things about aliens and UFOs and the government. You know what I'm saying? He would talk about things like that, which I think he still does. And I actually got a chance to work with him back in 2016. Was it 2015 or 2016? A few years ago. I got a chance to work with him, do a lecture, right, with him and another guy named Sarah Sutanseti. And I think they're still together, right? But hold on one second, I'm checking my email real quick. Okay, that's a weird email. Anyway, So I got a chance to work with Young Pharaoh and Sarah Seti to do a lecture in Miami, and it was good. We had it at a smaller venue. It must have been so long. I forgot what they were talking about. They were talking about something, but I basically promoted the event. I booked the venue, stuff like that, and had those guys out here. You know what I'm saying? Booked their um, hotel and flight for them to do a lecture. Sarah Seti and Young Pharaoh. Right. That was back in like 2015, 2016, a few years ago. Before that, I was doing lectures with um, a lot of people. Dr. Kaba Kamene, Tariq Nasheed, who else? Dr. Umar Johnson, just to name a few. So I was like really deep into the content community, you know what I'm saying, a few years ago. Now I don't mess with it no more. You know what I'm saying? It's hot garbage, trash. But yeah, so young Pharaoh is a very pseudo individual. He likes to misinterpret and basically send out he likes to expose and send out misinformation to weak-minded people to make it believable for them. That's his whole thing, you know. He's a con artist because I haven't really been following him since probably 3-4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that this guy now is talking about boxing, right? Before he was not covering boxing, he wasn't doing no boxing content at all. Lets you know he's clout chasing, lets you know that he's trying to basically get more subscribers for his channel, attract weak-minded LDBC folks and Wildettes and people who believe in this theory of, Wilder fighting a white guy. The white guy set him up when in fact the white guy is a foreigner. The white guy is a foreigner fighting on your soil, and y'all thought he cheated. You see how illogical that is? Like, you got a guy that's not even from the States fighting on a foreign territory, right? And y'all think he's cheating and got control over the ref, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, got control over Las Vegas. He got all this power, right? Y'all giving this dude this much power when the fact that Deontay Wilder is backed up by Al Heyman, who y'all think is a god. So which one is it? Is Al Heyman the most powerful motherfucker in boxing, or is Fury the most powerful motherfucker in boxing, allowing this glove gate, you know what I'm saying, to happen? Which one is it? You can't have it both ways, because you have these guys, the Wildcat fans, the LDBC fans that praise Al Heyman, think he a god and so powerful, right? But yet you allow Fury to do all this cheating and stuff and in this advantage and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's so illogical, so dumb. It's really dumb. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so who's in the chat? So we got 4 so far. It's not bad. It's not bad. Again, channel is small. Still growing. You got to put in the work, man. You got to put in the work to get your channel bigger and stuff like that. That's why I'm doing this live stream real quick. But yeah, man, young Pharaoh's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's an opportunist, and he sees the opportunity to take advantage of these weak-minded fans and these individuals who believe that Fury is out to get Wilder. He talking about that Wilder or Fury's drink was spiked or some shit like that. Like, really, bro? Does Fury really you really think Fury has that much power to go over to Las Vegas and control the Nevada State Athletic Commission? You know what I'm saying? Kenny Bayless, who was hand selected by Al Heyman. Everybody in that fight was hand selected by Al Heyman. The ref, the venue, Nevada State Athletic Commission, he gave them some under the table money to make sure that, Deontay Wilder had every advantage to win that fight and still got his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like, like everything that you thought that Fury had an advantage of was actually architected by Al Heyman. It was architected by Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that, again, picked the venue, picked the refs, picked the judges. He picked everything. You know what I'm saying? Um, so it's just really illogical, man. Really, really dumb and illogical. Hit that like button. I see 5 people watching. Should be at least 5 likes. So hit that like button, please. Channel is very small. I'm trying to expand the channel, putting out more content. You know what I'm saying? So please hit the like button. Hit the like button if you're watching. Say something if you're in the room as well. Channel's very small, like I said. Just trying to get more people aboard GMOG Sports TV, man. You know what I'm saying? But what else I was gonna say? Yeah, I mean, again, everything about this is so illogical. It's just so beneath me. Like, and that's the reason why Wilder hasn't talked about it. The Nevada State Athletic Commission hasn't talked about it. Al Heyman hasn't talked about it. Those are the people that matter, not YouTube. Again, nobody outside of YouTube is talking about this. Y'all notice that, right? Nobody outside of YouTube is talking about this, addressing this. If you Google Deontay Wilder's name right now, matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all. Let's see. How can I share my screen? Let's see. It's a way to share my screen. I have like 3 monitors, so damn. I gotta get used to this damn thing. Pop out. No, I don't want that. All right, I'll figure it out another time, I guess. So I wanted to share my screen to show y'all that the trending topic, which I said in my video, right? The trending topic for Deontay Wilder. If you just Google Deontay Wilder's name, I'm doing right now. Let's Google his name. What's gonna pop up? Not Glove Gate. What's gonna pop up? His costume. And right here, first top stories. I see a video with Dana White of UFC addressing the costume excuse. Dana White, Deontay Wilder's costume. We don't do that in the UFC. Another story from AL.com that just happened yesterday. Tyson Fury flips Deontay Wilder's claim heavy pre-fight costume reason for loss. Okay, Tyson Fury gets why Wilder used bizarre excuse. So again, the Glove Gate theory only exists on YouTube. Nobody outside of YouTube is talking about this. Google Deontay Wilder's name, you will see he's still being known as the guy wearing that costume. And like I said, he got his ass mollywopped by that costume before he even fought Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? That like I said, that costume looks like shown up from The Last Dragon in the year 3020. That's what it looks like. So again, this shit only exists on YouTube. That's it. Wilder's fan base is only on YouTube, and it's sad. And I pointed this out in a couple videos before. I said, if Wilder got all these fans online, why does he have less followers than Tyson Fury? Right? You go to the Instagram page, Tyson Fury has more followers on Instagram than Deontay Wilder. But yet there's so many Wildette fans and all these conspiratorial theories. Why don't y'all come together, file a complaint to the Nevada State Athletic Commission and Al Heyman and address your issues there? That's proactive. That's more tangible and more proactive than making YouTube videos, right? I would have. Let's see if Young Pharaoh actually did that. Let's see if Young Pharaoh actually made a call to the Nevada State Athletic Commission to file a complaint about this Glove Gate theory and see what they say. This is kind of like, and I know I'm gonna bring this up because these guys aren't really real boxers, right? But who was the guy that fought last year? Those goddamn YouTubers that fought. See, that's why I don't really follow these guys like that. But one of the guys, let me look him up. Damn. Look these guys up. Yeah, it's KSI Logan Paul. So I watched that fight, right? Logan Paul lost, and it was actually a pretty good fight. Logan Paul lost. And they're big YouTubers. This is a perfect example right here. Follow me on this shit right here. Hit that like button if y'all watching, please. Perfect example. All right. KSI, Logan Paul fought last year. And I know they're YouTubers, but they boxed in a professional boxing match. They fought, right? And KSI won, Logan Paul lost. Again, they're big YouTubers. Logan Paul complained about the loss. What did he do? He didn't make no YouTube video. He actually filed a complaint to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. It got dismissed, right? But he filed a complaint. And these are big YouTubers with like, what, 30 million followers, right? He filed a complaint to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, even though that case that he was talking about, because I think he was complaining about there was a knockdown or something like that wasn't ruled. I forgot what it was exactly. But the point is that he was not happy with the win. He thought the win should have went to him. He filed a complaint to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and it got dismissed. Why don't these damn Wildcat fans do that instead of making YouTube videos? You got the two biggest YouTubers, KSI and Logan Paul, right? They went straight to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. I mean, well, Logan Paul did. Went straight to the Nevada State Athletic Commission and filed a complaint. Why don't all these Wildcat fans do that if this is so serious? Because if it's so serious to the point where that you think that Tyson Fury got an advantage, you would do that, right? Instead of making YouTube videos, trying to get AdSense money and super chats. Right? You don't see these guys with 30 million followers. KSI, Logan Paul did as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, they didn't make a YouTube video talking about this, making a complaint about the loss. Right? But even if they did, they did something even more, which was they actually did an action that's tangible, which is file a complaint. So that's what I'm saying. If this was so serious, y'all would file a goddamn complaint to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, or the Nevada State Athletic Commission would say, damn, I'm watching all these YouTube videos. I think we should make an investigation. Do you really think the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Al Heyman and Kenny Bayless are going on YouTube and watching videos and watching all these damn Wildcat fans and these LDBC zombies watching their videos and taking notes and saying, you know what, they got a good case. Let's do an investigation. Y'all really think that? Y'all really think Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying? NSAC, the WBC sanctioning body, y'all think they on YouTube watching y'all? Oh, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. WBC dismissed the evidence, but they keep going. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like WBC dismissed it again. You had Kenny Bayless there watching the hand wrap. Deontay Wilder's team, JD's, was there watching the hand wrap from Tyson Fury. NSAC, representative from them were watching the hand wrap. Everybody. So the logic would be, hey, if he cheated, that means NSAC allowed it. That means JD's, Wilder's trainer, allowed it. That means Kenny Bayless allowed it. That means everybody allowed Tyson Fury to cheat. Or Tyson Fury paid off all those guys. So which one is it? Is it Tyson Fury paying all these guys off? JD's, Kenny Bayless, the Nevada State Athletic Commission? Did he pay those guys off? Or which one is it, guys? Come on. Is Tyson Fury that powerful? So, I mean, it's ridiculous, man. It's really ridiculous. Like I said, man, you had the biggest YouTubers in the world, KSI and Logan Paul. They fought last year. Good fight, even though they're not boxers. Logan Paul complained about the win, but he took it a step further and filed a complaint to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. He filed a complaint. All these guys on YouTube are making videos. You're making videos. That's not doing nothing. Because Al Heyman, Kenny Bayless, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Wilder's team, especially JD they're not on YouTube watching y'all videos. They're not on YouTube watching y'all videos, man. Like, come on. So this is a complete joke, man. This is a complete joke. Like, I don't know how you guys can take this so seriously. Even the inkling of, well, it looks suspicious. That means you don't know boxing history. You know how many fights I've seen where gloves were loose like that? And again, when you have a glove loose like that, it's a disadvantage to the fighter. It's not an advantage. When you have your hand exposed, you're very limited. And when you try to hit somebody, you're going to injure yourself. Like, come on, guys. Oh, that's so dumb. God, that's so dumb. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come on here and address this real quick, guys. I mean, this is beyond ridiculous, that you guys take guys like Young Farrell seriously, who doesn't even cover boxing, but he's the now glove expert, right? He's the glove. If you go on his YouTube page, you look at his prior videos, none of his videos have nothing to do with boxing. Nothing. All of a sudden now he wants to get involved, and now he's an expert, right? So it really makes no sense whatsoever how anybody can actually take these guys so seriously. Because again, like I said, nobody outside of YouTube are taking these guys seriously. Al Hammond's not taking these guys seriously. Wilder's team is not taking these guys seriously. Kenny Bayless, anybody and everybody who's involved at the actual fight is not taking this glove gate thing seriously. Everybody that's watching right now, like I said earlier, Google Deontay Wilder's name. Just type Deontay Wilder right now. The only thing that's going to pop up as far as the top stories are all related to the costume. Has not. My whole point of saying that is the fact that Deontay Wilder will be forever known as a boxer with not only the worst excuse in sports history, but he will be forever known for a guy to allow an excuse like that to be truth, right? To allow an excuse like him wearing a costume, weakening his legs, right? To the point where the costume whooped his ass before he fight Tyson Fury. He's going to be known for that. He is a laughingstock in sports history, period. He ruined his legacy by doing that. You know what I'm saying? He ruined his legacy. So like I said, Google Deontay Wilder's name. It has nothing to do with Glove Gate. It's all related to the costume excuse. It's an embarrassing excuse. And he will be forever known with that excuse in so many memes. So many memes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it is what it is. Like I just think this thing is hilarious. It's completely hilarious. How you guys take this young Pharaoh dude so seriously. You got a con artist, a known con artist, conning y'all in this new con game. Now, once this story dies down, because this will die down, trust me, it's gonna I'll give it probably another week, a week and a half, right? But like I said, a week and a half, 2 weeks from now, the Glove Gate story is going to die down. But the costume excuse is still going to be a trending topic. People are, like I said, there's this. This is what Deontay Wilder is going to be known for: the costume excuse. He's going to be known for that. Period. That's not going away. It will never go away. The costume excuse. It will never go away. They planning to fly out the commission. These dudes can't even afford to fly out to see the fight in person. How they gonna fly out the commission? They don't even go to see the fight in person. They barely buy the pay-per-views. Like y'all don't even fly out to see y'all God, y'all king, like Deontay Wilder said. Y'all don't even see him in person. It's hilarious. Hilarious, man. So, but yeah, man, this is And like I said in my video last night, I think Deontay Wilder, this third fight, he lost the fight before it even started. He lost the fight before it even started. Like, you still haven't accepted defeat. You still haven't, acknowledged that you have flaws, many flaws, that you can't do a lot of shit. You're just a very limited fighter. You haven't acknowledged none of that. All you said was that you were king and that the war started. It's like this dude woke up. It's literally like this dude woke up from a coma. Maybe that asshole was a coma. Like, how you gonna say the war just started when you fought twice already, got your ass beat twice? Many folks thought you lost the first fight, and then you got your ass modeled off the second fight. Yeah, the war has begun. Who does that? Like, you lost the first two fights. The war is over, bro. It's about you. It's really about he said something about the king, the phoenix rising from the ashes or some shit like that, right? He should be saying it's resurrection time because your ass is buried. It's resurrection time. He needs to be resurrected from the dead. He's completely dead right now, So he need to be worried about being resurrected with this third fight. Not talking about rising from the goddamn ashes, man. Ridiculous. So some have booked their tickets and are going to have a fan meeting. They're planning to demand refunds, which takes money out of Wilder's pockets. That's ridiculous, bro. Demand refunds. Like, well, first of all, what refunds they talking about? Because they don't go out to buy tickets at the fight. If they're talking about pay-per-view, you can't get your money back from that. Once you pay the pay-per-view, there's no money back guarantee from that. But as far as buying tickets at the fight, Deontay Wilder they don't go to fights. They're not there in person. They get outnumbered. If they are there in person, they're outnumbered by Tyson Fury fans. So I don't know what they're talking about in terms of refund. That's crazy. They haven't made video of how Wilder cheated against Ortiz with bunny punches, wrist punches. That feral clown said if Wilder done it, he would have the same energy that he hasn't done a video. Pretty much. I mean, if shit don't go their way, blame everybody else. Like I said, birds of a feather flock together. Like, Wilder is a very low IQ individual. He attracts like low vibration type of people. That's what he attracts. So the Wilder fans, this feral clown, they're all lower specimen people that attract weak-minded, dumb individuals. That's what it is. It's just attracting these weak-minded people that believe this shit. That's what it is. And so when you have that kind of energy, you attract that, and you can make bullshit videos about this glove gate theory and dismissing the fact that Deontay Wilder has a history of throwing rabbit punches. They don't talk about the first fight. That first knockdown of Tyson Fury was in the back of the head. They're not making videos about that, right? And to the point, to the fact that if Tyson Fury had so much of an advantage in the first fight, because again, they're showing footage of the first fight, not the second fight. If Tyson Fury has so much of an advantage in the first fight, why didn't he knock Deontay Wilder out? Didn't Deontay Wilder said that Tyson Fury was pillow fisted? So if he needed his hands to be exposed to hit him in the knuckle, like they say, why didn't Tyson Fury knock his ass out the first fight? That's more logic, just more logic. So, it's crazy. They are desperate knowing he don't have time to adjust in a rematch. Oh my God. Yeah. Dude, the fight is in July. The fight is in July. That's less time than what Anthony Joshua had to do for the rematch in Andy Ruiz. I believe the fight for Andy Ruiz and Joshua was June last year, and they fought in December. That's about 6 months. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury fought in February. They're gonna fight again in July. That's 5 months. Like, that's way less time to get prepared for a guy that completely dominated you, and like you're expecting or at least people like myself are expecting for you to do something new, right? We're expecting you to do something other than the right hand. Because if you don't learn anything other than the right hand, it's over. So in that short period of time, like I said in my last video, if you teach this guy something new and all of that, let's say he's in training camp, he's learning, how to pivot, he's learning how to not go back in a straight line, he's learning how to parry and roll punches, he's learning how to throw combinations. Let's say he learns all that in camp, right? During the fight, it gets thrown out the window because he's been taught one way his whole career. He's been allowed to get away with, just trying to land that right hand his whole career. So all of that is called, when you're learning something the same way for a certain period of time, that is embedded in memory. That is embedded in your muscles. It's called muscle memory. That's embedded in you. Learning something for 3 months, 2 months, or whatever, that's not enough time for your body to basically remember that stuff. Like when you have, let's say for another example, because they say that it takes 10,000 hours for you to be a master at something. And I can arguably say, and I'm pretty sure you guys would agree, Deontay Wilder is a master at throwing the right hand, right? And I'm pretty sure he has over 15,000 hours of throwing and practicing how to land that right hand, because that's all he knows how to do. So you're a master at something. He's a master at the right hand. And it takes 15,000 hours to become a master at something. 3 months is not, they say 15 hours. Actually, I'll look it up right now. They say 15,000 hours is, I think is a few years or something like that. Masters. Oh, my bad. It's 10,000 hours. It's not 15, it's 10. I kept saying 15. So it's 10,000 hours to become an expert or a master at something. I said 15. Even that's a lot. So 10,000 hours, right? Master. Let's see. Okay, so 10,000 hours is 10,000 hours is 1,000 hours per. I broke it down right here. 10,000 hours is 10 years, 1,000 hours per year, which is 2.75 hours per day. So Wilder is a master at the right hand. He got way more than 10,000 hours of throwing that right hand. Okay. 3 to 4 months. My point is 3 to 4 months and for this rematch and preparation and learning new shit. Because I think everybody, like I said, everybody is expecting Wilder to learn something new. Everybody's expecting Wilder to not just, rely on the right hand. He needs to learn something new. So in order for you to be a master at something, I'm not talking about okay or good, master, like he's a master at throwing that right hand, you need 10 years, which is 10,000 hours or 1,000 hours per year to master something new. And of course, that rematch in July is not enough time. And like I said, he lost the fight before it started. So yeah, 10,000 hours, man. You got to be a master at something. So let's say that that's for knowing he don't have time to adjust in the rematch. The baddest man on the planet, Kryptonite's feathers. Yep. Yep, indeed, man. Yep, indeed. So yeah, man, this everything is falling in line for Deontay Wilder to basically be, it's not a question of if he loses, it's when he loses, because he's going to lose again to Tyson Fury. He's going to lose. So when he loses, I think he'll be considered, well, he will be used as a gatekeeper for PBC and the heavyweight division. So once he loses to Tyson Fury again, he still has a name. He still has a name. They'll use his name and they'll parade him around to fighters like I don't know. They may put him up against F.A. Ajabe. F.A. Ajabe is a PBC fighter, but he's a prospect. But in order for F.A. Ajabe to test himself, he needs to fight a name. So that could be a name he can use. So once Tyson Fury, I wouldn't be surprised if F.A. Ajabe, let's say Tyson Fury beats his ass, which he will. He beats Deontay Wilder's ass again. He'll be a gatekeeper. So it's basically like if Deontay Wilder can't get fight, which he won't, somebody else has to call him out. Now, Dillian White says he wants to fight Tyson. He still wants to fight Deontay Wilder again. So he may get a chance to fight him, and it's easier for him to get a fight with Deontay Wilder after he lost for a third time to Tyson Fury, because of course, Deontay Wilder needs that money, and he wouldn't say no to fight a guy like Dillian White. I would pretty much guarantee you that he doesn't have the position to turn down fights like before. But like I said, I think he'll be a gatekeeper and just be used as a stepping stone for other fighters, so they can have a name on their resume. Yeah, I whoop Deontay Wilder's ass and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I would be surprised, But again, I would still like him. I will still like for him to fight guys like Andy Ruiz, Dillian White, Povetkin, even though Povetkin's fighting Dillian White. The loser or the winner could fight Deontay Wilder, because like I said, Deontay Wilder's going to lose again to Tyson Fury. So I like to see him fight a whole bunch of guys. You know what I'm saying? But again, he'll be used as a gatekeeper. Once he loses to Tyson Fury again. So, yep. Can't teach the one trick pony nothing new. Of course, yeah. It's too soon, man. He needs, like I said before, in order for you to be a master at something, you need at least 10,000 hours to practice at something. Like now till July is nowhere near enough time, to become a master at something new. Nowhere near. He can still beat Ruiz and Kaunaki. I mean, he got a puncher's chance in facing anybody. You know what I mean? Like, because of that right hand, he has a puncher's chance to beat anybody, right? But he doesn't have the skill set to beat anybody. Doesn't have the skill set. And now that we've seen the blueprint to beat Wilder, I don't know if you guys seen this fight breakdown by Morning Combat. That is if y'all haven't watched that, man, that's the best fight study breakdown for Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 2 on the internet, hands down. So the guy that was doing that did a brilliant job breaking down why Tyson Fury won and breaking down Deontay Wilder's deficiencies and stuff like that. Brilliant. It was brilliant. Yeah, you saw King Ebenezer. It's brilliant, bro. Brilliant. The way he broke it down. That's the blueprint and how to beat Deontay Wilder. That's the blueprint. And if I was Deontay Wilder, I would watch that video and learn how to correct those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And learn how to add to your arsenal in terms of you being the fighter. If I was Deontay Wilder. So, but it's a brilliant video. So if he fights guys like Kaunaki and Andy Ruiz, I'm pretty sure they'll watch that video of that fight breakdown and stuff like that, and be like, okay, he bites off a feint real easily, and he shells up. That's all you need to know. Deontay Wilder bites off a feint very easily, and he shells up every time he throw a punch, and the punch doesn't got to land. He'll always be defensively aware when you're trying to throw something at him, and it doesn't have to land. And that's what Tyson Fury exposed. Brilliant. Brilliant. So as far as his skills are null and void. He still has a puncher's chance against guys like Ruiz and Kaunaki, but his skills are null and void because he doesn't have the ring IQ to win fights. You know, Deontay Wilder is just basically he is a one-armed, instinctful fighter, and that's the reason why people like Mark Breland say he doesn't listen, because Deontay Wilder doesn't listen. You can tell him to do something, but he won't listen because he's instinctful. He will do whatever he does in the ring instinctively, right? He'll react to something. He's reactionary, and the way that he reacts is extremely bad, right? Because, like I said, the first example is when you throw something at Deontay Wilder, he will do this. He'll do that. And that's the reason why that second knockdown, you saw that second knockdown, right? He went like this, and he got hit to the body. When you are hit by something that you don't see, that's called a knockdown. That's how you get knocked down or knocked out. Those two knockdowns that Tyson Fury did were punches that Deontay Wilder did not see because he's not defensively responsible. He's not. He'll shell up or turn into a punch. You know, he's just a very, very misguided novice fighter. Period. That's what he is. Period. Fury is a better technical fighter, but gloves look crazy. By the way, I'm not a fighter fan, but it looks fishy. Well, yeah, Kareem. Like I said, I don't know if you called me earlier, but like I said, there were two huge YouTubers that fought last year, KSI and Logan Paul. I don't know if you watched that fight, right? Logan Paul lost the fight, and guess what he did? He complained about it. He didn't make a YouTube video, right? He went to the Nevada State Athletic Commission and filed a complaint. So my point is that if this glove gate thing is so serious and so fishy, why don't y'all go to the Nevada State Athletic Commission and file a complaint or call Al Heyman? One of the two. Do something besides making videos and leaving comments, because that's not gonna do nothing. Because like I said before, Deontay Wilder's team, who JD was there to watch Tyson Fury's gloves and hand wrap, right, and laced up and all that. He watched it. Kenny Bayless was there. A representative from the Nevada State Athletic Commission was there. Everybody was there watching and saw Tyson Fury's gloves. So it's either one of two things. It's either Tyson Fury paid those guys off to allow the gloves to be loose, right? Because you're saying the gloves look fishy. So it's either Tyson Fury paid everybody, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Kenny Bayless, JD's, who watched Tyson Fury, lace the gloves up. He paid them off, or Al Heyman decided, you know what? Well, I'm gonna take a dive. It's got to be one of those two, because y'all so extreme. You can't have it both ways. So it's either Al Heyman allowed it to happen, or Tyson Fury has so much power and paid everybody off. But again, like I said, if this was so much of a big deal, right? Call up Al Heyman or call up the Nevada State Athletic Commission and file a complaint about this glove gate thing. Because again, nobody outside of YouTube is talking about this. You Google Deontay Wilder's name right now, the only thing that's going to come up is Deontay Wilder's costume excuse. Period. So Wilder looks very amateur. Of course, Wilder's very amateurish. Man. I already broke that down. So, but yeah, family, I just wanted to get on here real quick on this live. Please subscribe as you come in. I'm not on here for super chats and some like these other guys, super chats and donations. I don't ask for nothing. I'm just here as a boxing fan, and offer my opinion on things. You know what I mean? That's it. So that's basically it. I just offer my opinion and keep it moving. So I'm not here to spread an agenda or whatever. I call it like I see it. I try to be objective, and that's it. You know. So I appreciate you guys for joining me on my live. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to sign out. Stay tuned for more videos, more content. You know what I'm saying? As I start doing more lives, I'll probably get what's that app y'all use? Um, the other live app that you guys use all the time, where I can allow people to come in and talk. I'll probably get that as well. So, yeah, family. Appreciate you guys joining me in, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, signing out. Peace.